Hey guys, sorry about that. I had to adjust the camera a little bit. As you guys saw, I posted a video at like 1, I recorded a video around 1. I think it was posted around 1:30 for California time. So that's like 3:30 or whatever for other time zones. This one is being recorded the same day. Now you might obviously have already noticed I don't have the recorder thing on. That normally puts me in that corner of the screen. I'm actually using the recording function. So basically, and by the way, I have my laptop in front of me, so don't worry if you see me look away for a few seconds here and there. So you guys are probably wondering what exactly I'm doing here, right? Sorry, I'm getting a little close to the screen. So where am I, for one? I'm at my college, the one I went to but don't anymore. I'm here right now because I basically was giving blood, by the way. I'm not going to be able to pull up my sleeve to show you, unfortunately. But, so I gave blood today at about 10:15 is when I got there, and then I was done and out the door by like 11. So, I don't know how it goes in other places, but you give blood, and then you get, like most of the time you get like a free gift card or something. So the freebie for this was an In-N-Out $10 gift card. And I don't know if everyone knows In-N-Out or if no one knows In-N-Out, I'm not sure. But for those of you who do, you know why it's so good. And for those of you who don't, think of whatever you think of when you think great burgers. And that's basically the equivalent to this in fast food, upper fast food tier food. But that's not what this video is about. I just want to give you guys a little insight on what's going on today. I don't know why. Now, what this is about is homelessness. You guys are probably wondering why. Well, currently I am more or less I'm going to say top tier homeless guy. Because by definition I'm homeless, which I'm actually going to read off the definition to you guys right now. Just in case if some of you don't know the exact terminology for it. So homelessness is a person without a home and therefore typically lives on the streets. So in terms of that, yeah, I am homeless. But that's literally the only part of that. Like, you're probably wondering what I mean. Well, unlike most homeless people, I have food stamps, so I can still buy food. I don't know if every state has food stamps and what their amounts are. But if you don't know what food stamps are for whatever reason, they're basically a food card that the government gives you with a certain amount of money every month. I have that. I still have some stuff to sell, like I have a blue laptop that I was using. I'm actually going to turn the camera around and show you guys a new one at one point during this video, probably. I don't know if you guys care about that. If you guys want me to do a video just explaining all the electronics and shit I have, I might do that, but I'll actually just skip showing you that until I decide if I'm going to do that video or not. But anyways, I do have electronics I can sell, like the HP laptop and a few other things. My mom still lets me come over to have dinners quite a bit, and I still have, obviously I have ways to make money. I have a few friends here and there on the streets as well, and as you guys can tell, I think you guys can tell, the lighting in the background changes when I move a certain way, but that doesn't have to do with the video. So in a way, in terms of definition, yes, I'm homeless. But in terms of what most homeless people are normally perceived as, I'm definitely, a bit better off than most of them are. So this video is about, if you ever become homeless, what do you do, right? For one, if you're ever homeless, make sure you know the area. So like if you're walking home from school or in your car or taking a bus or whatever the case may be, always check your surroundings. Make notes of places that you think would be a good place to go if that would ever happen to you. Typically somewhere that's safe. If you want it to be well lit so it's easier for you to see, you can do that. But I prefer somewhere that's kind of tucked away to where I can still see but they can't see me. That's what I do. Which leads me to number 2. When selecting a spot, make sure that you follow whatever indication rather you want to see or want to not be seen while also seeing. But the main thing about being homeless is knowing where you can go to sleep. Because, you can go to, Starbucks. Most libraries are open most of the time. There's some stores that are open 24/7 that you can't stay there all night, but you can definitely peek in, stay in there for a little bit, and then leave. They can't really do anything about it. But for me, places like Denny's are basically the only places here that are open 24/7 besides like one gym called Planet Fitness. And unfortunately for me, Planet Fitness doesn't allow non-members in there, and I'm a non-member, so I can't go in there, so that leaves Denny's. Well, Denny's isn't really an option for me. So basically I found this little tucked away area by the closest Stater Brothers to me. For those who don't have Stater Brothers, it's basically like an Albertsons, Vons, that type of stuff. It's a grocery store, right? With, everything else being slightly more overpriced because it's a grocery store. And, it's like a little, it's shaped like this right underneath the door to where, the shopping carts would go. And there's water machines and junk like that by it. But I found that positioning yourself in the corner, your back is in the corner, and it would also be facing the parking lot. And if you have your stuff basically right next to you, unless they're actively searching for you, they're probably going to leave you alone. And even then, I don't think they really care if people hang out there at night because, there's no people around. And typically when I go there, or I also hang out by the Travel Lodge because I know the Wi-Fi code for there. I just realized how bad my eyes look. Sorry about that. So basically I stay there from whatever time I get there, anywhere between 11 and 12 or 1 or whatever it is, all the way up until about 4:15, 4:30, maybe 4. And I go over to Starbucks. I stay there for a few hours, and then I go to the other Starbucks, stay there for a few hours or whatever. And then every now and then I'd have to go over to Mom's and help her with something, but, and it's in exchange for letting her give me food or her letting me have food and stuff. And then the other thing is knowing what to bring and what to leave somewhere else. So a lot of you are like, well, you're carrying a lot of electronics. Well, I'm carrying like a 2-in-1 laptop, which is what I'm using off screen right now. It's what I looked the definition up on of homeless on. A tablet and 2 phones. One's the government phone and one's the one I'm recording with right now, which is a Metro phone. And I have a surge protector too. Now the reason why I have the surge protector is that way I can charge everything at once and not have to sit there for hours and just charge 2 things or 1 thing at a time. So, and I do have the extra HP laptop, but that's going to be sold pretty soon. In fact, I can probably click on Facebook right now. I guess that I may have gotten a message about it by this point. If not, then I probably will have one soon. But, that's not the thing I thought it was. I don't think it's, there's nothing on it right now, but I have that kind of up in the background, so if he does message, I can get it to him, right? So basically, what you want to take with you more often than not is, if you have a phone, take your phones with you, your tablet with you. Don't bring your laptop unless it's light, because that's why I'm getting rid of the other HP. The 2-in-1 I have now is way lighter than the laptop I have currently or the one I had before. I think I dropped like 3 to 5, 2 to 4 pounds or something like that off of my back by switching. And that's the other thing you got to manage, the weight you have in your bag. Because, you can have a full bag and be okay with carrying around school. But keep in mind, that's only like 6, 7, 8 hours or whatever it is that you have to carry it around for, right? You have to carry it around when you're homeless, basically 24/7 unless you're sleeping. Or you find somewhere you can go for most of the day. But typically what you want to pack is whatever electronics you have, as long as they're not super heavy, the chargers for them, food, clothing, that type of stuff. Like in my cart that I took with me when I left. Also bring your bedding if they belong to you. But I brought like my bedding. I brought my cart, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, but that's because I wanted something to do with, my brothers or whatever when I get to hang out with them. Food, and I had like one change of clothing. And I also put that stuff in there after I did recycling for that day, which I think I have to do again tomorrow. But back to the other stuff you need. If you have the time to, grab, bathing stuff, because you'll find somewhere that you can bathe, I'm sure. But most importantly, make sure you know people in the area. I wouldn't say I befriended homeless people, but I talked to quite a few of them in certain areas. So I know I can go to them if I need, if I know they're going to be up all day. I know they can protect me at night if I need it, and vice versa. Make sure you have more than one game plan, though. Don't bank on one spot. Right now I'm banking on one spot because it's the only really good spot I have. But always come up with multiple spots, because other homeless people could go to the spot you go to and could basically ruin it for everyone else by leaving messes or whatever. Okay, so basically this video was me just giving you a few tips like I just did, and then doing the little thing at the beginning. Now, what to expect next time might be a 13 Reasons Why review. I'm going to do it in 3 parts for the seasons, if I do that. Or you can expect maybe some gaming video. I'm thinking it's going to be gaming because I have an idea for what I want to do. But until then, I hope to see you guys next time.